Marni Battista here in the dating den, and I got you a new hottie. Okay.
Am I really new?
You're new-ish.
Newish, yes.
You're new-ish. This is Randy Lee. Hit the applause button. Randy has been. We did some episodes on my favorite. This is like throwback Randy. We did a thing on texting.
Yes.
And what do you do when a guy says hey? So you want to go find that episode because really, what do you say when he says hey? But today we are talking about how to know if a guy is really looking for a relationship.
Yes, which I feel like I've experienced on both ends.
Because you've been the guy who wants a relationship and the guy who's pretending.
Right. I hate to say that on camera because, but I think when you're a young guy, you're not really looking for that relationship as much as you are when you start getting older, obviously.
Now, Randy, you were on my favorite show in the whole world, The Bachelorette, and with Emily.
With Emily Maynard.
Yeah, Emily and Little Ricky. Love Little Ricky.
Isn't she married now?
She got married.
Okay, see?
Not to Jeff. But
I wonder what happened to that guy. That's a different show.
That's another show. But I have a question, because you were saying I was the guy who wanted a relationship and then I pretended. This is like all the fans want to know. When you went on The Bachelorette, were you really looking for a relationship? Or did you just want to be on TV and kiss Emily Maynard? Let's just find out for real.
Honestly, I think I was open to it. I was really open to if it happened, I would let it flow. But my intentions, I don't think, were get on it and get married.
Okay.
Yeah, because
this is great. Because we didn't even plan on talking about this, but this is one of my pet peeves.
Okay.
And I think it's a sign, actually.
Sure.
If you say oh, are you looking for a relationship right now? And a guy says, I'd be open to it. I think that's a sign he's not really looking for a relationship.
You know what? I think I agree with you. Honestly,
Okay.
I will back you up on that.
Okay.
I think it's true. I think when a guy really wants a relationship, and this kind of relates to our subject, is he will express that.
Okay.
He will be like, yes, I'm actually into actually finding somebody now. I would like to be a husband someday. I'd like to be I'd like to have a family. So I think he would express that. And saying you're open is kind of just maybe a little bit of a nice way of saying
I'd have sex with you.
Yeah. Well, call a spade, I guess.
Exactly.
Right? But I honestly, a little bit, let me tippy-toe back because if I would have clicked with her.
Yes.
And because you got to understand, it's different.
No, it's not real life. Yeah.
So if I would have clicked with her, then I would have maybe pursued it more.
Right.
Okay. So.
Okay. Because he is actually a really nice guy.
Thank you.
I would never bring a player.
No.
He's MANvolved.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's be really specific. So one of the first things is you're on a date and a guy is talking about, yes, I'd like to have a family someday, or yes, I'd like to really build my life with someone.
Right.
So he's being very specific about future talk.
Because I think at some point, and I think it happens, honestly, just in my experience as a male.
Right.
I think it happens around late 20s, 30s.
Okay.
Something happens where you just want different things.
Okay.
I think when you're in your 20s and maybe you're in love with a girl, but there's also something in the back of your head that's kind of like, well, what else? You kind of
what
have
else?
I want to spread that seed or whatever it is.
Right. No,
that we have chemically involved with it. But then you become for me, and I've talked to a lot of guys about this, it's almost like your priorities change and you want this this family, and you want something, your legacy to be.
Yeah. You want to share your life.
So,
I think that's a really important piece. And you know what? I think it also happens for even men that are older and got married in their 20s or 30s, and then they're divorced in their 40s, and they have that they have to go back to relive their 20s.
Right.
They
missed that.
They missed it. So this is great. So I think one of the biggest signs that a guy is ready for a relationship, and I joked when I used the word MANvolved.
It was great.
Right?
I love
but there's manvolution. And I think a guy, whether he's 20 or 40 or 30, has to go through that stage where he's having fun.
Definitely.
And then he wants to be in a relationship, and it's coming from choice, not because some girl's trying to hard sell her.
Right. And I feel at some point, a guy just feels like he's done everything a single guy could do.
Right. You've seen enough boobs.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. So I think, in like I said, when I was younger, it wasn't where I'm at now. And I think you have to have that conversation maybe I don't know if it's a first date.
First or second date.
Yeah, but
about where are you in your life?
Yeah, where are you in your life? Was this guy in a long-term relationship before? Is he dating a bunch of people now? That's something I feel like you can ask. Are you, maybe not on the first date, but second date, I was are you kind of dating other girls.
Are you
or,
on
like,
Tinder? Do you think
yeah.
Tinder is a sign that somebody is just looking to have a good time?
I do, yeah.
I kind of do too.
It's just so funny how we've evolved in, and this is great that you have these kind of shows because technology, I think, has changed the game immensely.
Right.
And it's not as romantic anymore.
It's like, hey, you're in my neighborhood.
Yeah, like,
wanna
you're
have
close
sex?
by. You look kind of hot. Yeah, it's
That's so romantic.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about texting.
Okay.
You know what? You are officially our texting
I know.
expert. You're
What has
officially,
this become?
I don't know, but Randy Lee is our texting expert, lady.
Yeah.
So when a guy is really looking for a long-term relationship, how are his texting behaviors?
I think it's super disrespectful, and I think everybody feels this way. If you text somebody and then it's hours, maybe even a day till they get back to you.
Right.
It's like, oh, I'm super busy. A text message takes like 2 minutes. Not even.
You don't even have to use your fingers anymore.
Yeah, exactly. You could talk and just say, hey, I'm busy right now, call you back in an hour or call you back tomorrow. I'm at work. But when you just don't respond and everybody's on their phone, that's just so disrespectful.
Thumbs down.
Yeah.
Thumbs down.
I'll give it four thumbs
down. Okay, so if you reach out to, and likewise, I believe in dating karma, ladies, because I know you do this too. So if you're not into a guy, just don't be like non-responsive. Just be direct.
Just be direct.
Just be direct, because I believe what goes around comes around.
And that's a life lesson too. That's not just dating. I think in general, what goes around comes around. I mean, I think everybody lived by that, we'd be a little bit better off.
Totally, be the person you want to date.
Yeah.
Okay. If you were like, you have sisters, you grew up with sisters.
Yes.
Okay. What's one of your sisters' names?
Rachel.
Rachel. So Rachel's like, Randy, what is like the number one thing I can screen a guy right away and find out this guy is really ready to have a relationship? What'd you tell her?
That's a good question. I would say, first of all, maybe this is a little bit too forward, but I think that a guy, if he's really into you, he doesn't want to have sex with you on the first night, second night, third night. If I'm really into a girl, I don't even really care about the sex.
I love Randy Lee.
It's true, because it's like the attraction is more to the person, and it's more of a love thing.
Right.
It's like, not that you're right in love with them, but it's just like you really enjoy this person for who they are, and sex is important, but
right.
It's going to come along, and I'm not really like looking for that right away.
I love this. So he's not like making the big moves right away.
Don't get me wrong. I love sex, and everybody does,
right.
But I'm just saying, like, the whole thing of like sleeping with him on the first night, and I think we had this conversation way back there, and you were like, it could work out, and I said, no, I don't think it can.
I kind of don't think it would work out.
As a guy, here's the real breakdown.
Yeah.
We put girls into two categories. Two categories. It's the girl you could go home with, and it's the girl that could raise your kids.
Yep.
And literally, that's how we look at it. And there's a definite space between the two. Like, we know exactly. Like, even probably through a picture, honestly. Just like,
oh my God, that's a whole other episode. Let's do an episode on online dating.
Yes.
And what your profile says about which category you fall into.
This just kind of came to me. It's like, when I see a girl's profile on Instagram or whatever, if I see a bunch of selfies, no, there's no way. There's no way.
Good thing you're not dating teenagers.
Yeah, exactly. But you'd be surprised. That's not just who's doing it.
No, I know, that's
it's 40,
Don't over selfie yourself.
Oh my, please don't. And don't take the same one over and over. It's like the...
Okay, let's
saw
end.
you in the car.
Let's end. Oh, I wish I had my phone. We could do a selfie.
Yeah.
Damn it. Anyway, so ladies, this is like literally so clear. It's not rocket science. And if he is into you, it will be obvious, and it will feel different, and you will feel good about yourself, and you won't have to work so hard.
True.
So, if you want to know more, where can they find you, Randy Lee?
I'm on Twitter, Randy Lee, PGP. And I'm on Facebook. I have a fan page, Randy Lee, actor. I'm on a couple TV shows and things like that, so if you want to follow me doing that. And what's that? Instagram, Randy Lee.
No selfies.
No selfies.
No selfies of Randy.
I did take one selfie at the Badger game, I will tell you, because the Wisconsin Badgers are in the Final Four. Okay, so there's
a few selfies.
Yeah.
And if you want to follow me, you can go to Dating with Dignity on Instagram. We have actually a site now with actual motivational quotes from me and clips of videos. Or you can go to at Marni Battista, and then that's where you see see pictures of me and my family, and no selfies.
Yeah.
Twitter at Marni Battista, hashtag dating den. And definitely, if you want to dive deeper into how to date with dignity so that you can find love now, there are lots of programs that we are offering. We even have a freebie training on how to be perpetually irresistible. So click the links in the description and take this deeper, because you need to find love this year. Damn it, now. I love you. Mwah. See you guys later. Peace.